Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's commented in my last video. I'm well impressed with how well that's done and the support you've given me, so I'm really grateful. Today we're working on the abandoned Peugeot 207cc convertible. Now I've had this in my possession since January, the beginning of the year. If you haven't seen the previous videos on this, go back and watch. There is a playlist on it. It was abandoned in my mate's garage. We got it running, we got it out, and it's basically stood here waiting for me to pull my finger out and do something. So now we're eventually going to start doing some work on this project. First things first, obviously it's been standing here. It has got a few issues. Now we are going to be using this just to demonstrate how good this tool is. I want to demonstrate it on this Peugeot. It has got some issues and we need to address them issues, and I think this might help. It might not be capable enough of doing what we needed to do, but we're going to still try and give it a diagnostic scan so you can see how well this tool is, because the reason why I'm showing you this, I'm not sponsored by them, but I was given this to review a while ago. And I've done all that. I got another diagnostic scanner now, which I was given to review, which I've done, and this is just sat in my garage, guys. I'm going to give it away to one of you guys for subscribing to the channel. So that's what I'm going to do, is subscribe now if you haven't, and hopefully once we reach 10,000 subscribers this will be given away. So keep an eye out for this later on, and we're definitely having more giveaways coming soon, so it's something to look out for in the future, guys. So first things first, let's see if we can get it running. First of all, it's been sat a week since I've done it last. It's pretty nasty inside. Okay, she started up pretty good there. It smells in here now. See, it's pretty mouldy, but we have got quite a few faults with this car. We got an ABS fault, we got power steering fault, and we also got an engine management light fault on. So it has a lot to do on this car, but I believe the ABS and power steering is a common problem with these cars. And also there's no brakes. You pump it and it'll just slowly sink to the floor, so it doesn't seem like there's much pressure there. Now that could be something easy, it could be to do with this. I just don't know now until we start looking into it. So first things first, I want to get this on the diagnostics so we can have a good scan of the car, see what it's doing. And obviously, because the battery's been flat on this car, you're going to have errors on here that once you reset it and wipe it clean should go away. I think the OBD port is in the glove box. I think it's under here. There. As you can see, it's still got the plastic on the screen. I haven't taken that off. I've used it a handful of times. So like I said, you are going to be in a chance of winning this just by subscribing to the channel, guys. Once we hit 10k, that's when I'll give it away. Okay, this isn't going to plan. This is flat. It's obviously been sat in the garage a long time and it needs charging, guys. So scrap that idea. I'll go and get the other one that I was given, but this is more or less exactly the same. It's just this is cabled and the other one has got a wireless connection. So I'll just go and get that now, and we'll just try and hopefully it'll be enough power in that one. Here's the other one that I was given. We've done a little review on this. It's really good. It's more or less the same as the other one. It just does a few more things, and it comes with its own nice cover, so it's a really good tool. What I'm hoping for when we put this on a scan is no communication, because I think I know what that is then. So that comes out, this nifty little, oh yes, we have power on this one. So that just plugs in there, lights up green. So I'll just cut back in once we get to the juicy bits, guys. Okay, right, let's do a scan. Now I'll search for the VIN number. So all I'm going to do now is just do a full scan. Just gotta wait for that. Okay, we got quite a bit on here to have a little look at. No communication with the ABS. Right, what I'm going to do is, because it is really pointless going through all these, because it's probably to do with the battery, so I'm just going to clear everything. Okay, I've done it again, and I've got one or two issues still, but we'll have a look at this. Instrument panel, vehicle speed information fault, resistance too low. Power steering, absence of vehicle speed information fault. No communication with anti-lock braking system. This is what I was on about. Absence of clock saving. Permanent positive, no signal. So these are some of the faults. Brake fluid level, signal not coherent, or level too low. So we might be low on brake fluid. I would probably thought it's probably got some sort of leak as well, but I don't know until we get underneath it. Okay, let's start it up and see what comes up on the dashboard now we've reset everything. ABS is still there, power steering fault still there. What I want to do now is go underneath there. That is where the communication is between the module is for the ABS. I believe there's fuses under there that could potentially be causing our problem. So we got a level issue. Looks like there's plenty in there to me. So could be ABS pump. But under here I think is where our problem lies. Okay, now I've seen people with this particular problem. This is how I know where to look. Condensation and damp gets into these and corrodes the connections. Let me just disconnect the battery a second. I think it's the middle one, that's the ABS. Looking at that, that's fairly clean, so I don't think it's that. That's in quite good condition. None of them. Now it could just be a fuse is blown. Can't see it. Or it could be we got a leaky ABS pump. But without jacking the car up and having a good look underneath as well, a bit stuck. I think got a bit of a leaky turbo there. It might even be gone. Definitely got some sort of leak there, looks of it. And we need to investigate the damage. Yeah, as you can see, that aircon radiator is knackered. So it's a bit worse for wear, this car. So it's none of them. So it's a bit disappointing because I was hoping it'd be something as silly as that. I'll just replace these. I've just topped up the brake fluid. Still didn't make any difference. I've gone on there, reset it a few times with the scanner, still make no difference. We've already checked that, and that is one of the most common problems. So I've been looking on my phone while doing some diagnostics, and it's basically saying it could be the ABS, ECU and pump. So that would be really common to go on these. So I'm going to do a little bit more research, because obviously this car could cost an absolute fortune just to get it running tidy, and it's not enough money in it, to be honest. So before we tackle any of this and the rest, we need to get this problem sorted first. So it's definitely a communication issue, I think, and this is what happens when you leave a car standing for so long. For all I know, he might have had this problem before he was parked up, and that's one of the reasons why he was probably parked up, for all I know. But before we do anything else, we need to have a look at that. So I'll cut back in, or I'll get back to you once I know a little bit more and do a bit more research. Perhaps even order a part or two, see how it goes. But it's not looking good for this at the moment. Right, this is the next day now, guys. I went home and done a little bit of research on what this problem could be, and I'm going to make the most of a nice morning. So what we're going to do first is, after I've had a little look, it might be the ABS pump and module. It's basically the ECU is basically combined with it. So I think it might be that. It's located on the front passenger side underneath the wheel arch there. So it's not in a very good place, but we need to try and have a look at that. I have managed to get one. I haven't got it with me. I've got to pick it up later for 30 quid off a guy off Facebook. He's breaking a Peugeot 207, so hopefully we can have some bits off him. I want to try and get this front bumper off so we can have a look at the damage underneath. Because hopefully he might have the aircon radiator and bits underneath that we need. I want to try and get a bumper in colour if possible. There's no point me trying to respray all this, it's going to cost too much otherwise. So hopefully, I'm still hunting for a bumper in colour, but if push comes to shove, then I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and get one in a different colour and have it resprayed. Rather than muck around, I'll probably bring all my tools up to here and just work from here. It'll probably be the better option. It is flat here. I just need to pull the car out so I can get the jack on this side and then take this wheel off. Okay, let's go and get some parts. Okay, let's do this front wheel first. Take this wheel off, jack it up, take the wheel off, get this arch liner out, and then we can start taking this front bumper off. I hope we have a locking wheel nut. Fingers crossed there's one in here somewhere. I just wanted to show you this. You can see this car's been well looked after, just apart from the park up in the garage. It had new discs, new pads. I think they were on the visory for the MOT. It all looks alright under here. Hopefully nothing's perished. Just behind there is where we need to get to. So we need to undo these clips and get this arch liner out, and then we can make a start on pulling off the bumper. The ABS pump. To be fair, it's in a relatively easy place to get to. Now it could be at the back of the engine, so you should be thankful for that, but where it's based is obviously it's prone to get wet, I should imagine. So what I'm going to try first, I know I've ordered one, but I just want to disconnect this. I'm just going to go for the easiest option first, is to refit the plug. Perhaps something's come loose. At the end of the day, it did have a little bang on the front of this, and it's right in this area, so it could have quite easily knocked something. I've got a container underneath there to catch any this brake fluid that's going to come out. Spray some WD-40 on there. I'm going to loosen off the bracket that holds, or the bolts that hold this in place. They're loose, so that should come loose in theory. Okay, let's undo these. Okay, there was one more bolt around the other side, so you had two at the bottom and one around the other side. Now this should come out now. I know I've lost a lot of fluid, but I want to drain the fluid anyway, only because it's been sat such a long time. And there she is. This fails quite a lot on these cars. Don't know why, what, but I'm hoping this is the problem. The replacement part was £30. Part number there. With luck, we can fix this. I was just taking out the arch liner just to make it a little bit easier for me, just to, oh, that water's coming from, just for me to get this bumper off. And I've just noticed we're going to have a nice little coil spring snap there as well, so there's something else that needs to be done. It won't pass number 2 like that. So that's something else. Okay, let's get you got 2 bolts per there, and then you got the front ones on the top and then the other side. Okay, luckily enough there is no damage apart from the aircon. Looking at it, whatever they hit, it's gone straight through the grill basically and straight into the aircon. So that is totally had it. So I'll get one of these as well. But luckily enough, nothing else is damaged. The radiator behind looks okay. So that is good news. Just needs it. Ow. My knee and something. It just needs a good clean, really, doesn't it? But what an easy bumper to take apart. Well impressed with how well these come off. I quite like working on these cars, guys. They're nice and simple. And it wouldn't take a lot to get the front end of this off to get to this, if you needed to. But yeah, so far it's okay. So I'll message that guy now and say I need aircon condenser off him as well. So I'll have the 2 main parts. I'll hopefully ask him if he's got a coil spring as well there for the car, because this is at it. This side I think is okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this side. So I'll ask him for that as well. So we need a bumper. I've just spoke to a guy on Facebook as well. He's got a red one of these. He's all the way up in Bradford, which is a bit of a trek for me to travel. He's got one of these in red. He's got a bumper. He said it's a bit of a lack appeal on it, but we can manage lack appeal. And he's got a driver's door, because I'm looking at this door and it needs to be repainted really. This has been painted before, and look at that, it's really crap. And to have this resprayed, you're going to struggle to try and match this in the age of the car. So I know it sounds extreme, but 30 quid, and he said it's a perfect door. 30 quid for a bumper, so 60 quid I got a bumper and a door there. That's cured half the problems. So I think that's the way forward, guys. As you see, that radiator, there's nothing wrong with that radiator behind there. There's nothing left in there. So I'm just going to clean that up. The state of that one. I've just put the bumper back on, just to keep it tidy at least. Get out the wind. The wheel is still like that. Like I said, if you haven't already, just remember to subscribe to the channel, guys, because when we reach 10k, which we're not far away now, I will be giving this away to one of you. That is it for today. I'm going to source some parts now, hunt a few bits, and hopefully in the next video we can start bolting on some new parts and get this problem solved. It's a bit awkward outside, and obviously the weather is so unpredictable, especially now, November time. It's not the best. We're lucky we got some sun today. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in a bit. You say it's nothing, but it never ever changes, just like that.